In this video I will show you some do-it-all pocket tools. I have this one currently on my keychain, but this is one in reserve because I really like it. It is a pry bar, of course, also a little bit of a scraper. You have a lot of wrenching capability. This can be hooked on your pants. You have a bottle opener and another wrench on that side that can be attached to your keychain, for example. I'll also show you it more in detail. It has a very nice texture for grip. Good point only at one side instead of coming from both sides concaved, which I like the most. I'll also show you it in size. This is in centimeters, so there you see it. It's not a very big tool, it's only like 6.5 centimeters in length. Width is approximately 1.5 centimeters, a little bit less. Very nice tool. You can just have it and forget it. But there are also other tools that are even more capable. So this is a 20-in-1 tool, so to say. And it has, of course, the pry bar functionality that you also see on the other tool. With a nail puller in the middle, which also has a very little bit of concave there. But also, it has this wrenching ability. This rest part can be turned and then you can see it to its full degree. It also has a cutter here. See, there's a little bit of a cutter there, so if you have to cut something, you have additional Phillips heads and other screwdrivers there. Also, more wrenching capability is underneath the breast plating. You can also see the other side. There's a little bit of a file or yeah, something to sharpen your tools on it as well. It's a good design. And you can also use, for example, to wire strip this part if you combine it with, for example, the blade C. So it has really a lot of functionality. It also has a scale in inches, but we are Europeans, so that's a little bit different. I'll also show you this in this functionality, or this size, sorry, in centimeters. So in centimeters it's about 8 centimeters long. Width is about 2.5 centimeters. It also has functionality, as you can see here, for a spoke, pry, other bars, as they say. I think it's a very nice tool. It's also very lightweight. It can also be clipped to something and you can just forget about it. But this is more of a robust tool. This is more of a can do it all. When we talk about do it all tools, I also think the other ones should be mentioned. Let's start with this on the top. So you have a Phillips head screwdriver. You can put another bit in there. You also have the normal prying arrangement. Very comparable to the other one I just showed you. But it's a little bit light on the tail because less mass is there. But you have a tweezer there that can also be used as a, yeah, how do you say it, a small plier functionality. And it also has the bottle opener, of course. All those bottle openers, how many times do you use them for opening a bottle, I must say. But okay, they must have one. Also this one has one. I think even this one has one. I don't know why, perhaps in the clip it can be used for the opening bottles, or in here, I don't know. So that's quite a lot of functionality, but what I really like about this tool, it's similar weight to this one, and you have the two tools I like the most: the prying ability for small prying tasks and scraping, but also the tweezing ability on this side. And if you remove this a little bit, your life will become a lot easier tweezing because there's less resistance where the bit was sitting. Another benefit I will show you in a second, because it's hard with one hand. So with two hands it's easy to slide in the bit again, and then you have a more flush tool, of course. Again, with the other one that's quite comparable, but this is more functional, of course. This is more day-to-day user ability because you can just slide it in, hook your keys in security. Then the last one, and I really like this one. If you look at the favorites that are combined in this tool, you already have your normal screwdriver also on that side, of course, and it's quite functional. Also in the other tool that I mentioned, but also Phillips head. So you have screwdriving ability and especially pry and plier to be more exact. That are the main difference. You can also remove this and have less weight, so that could be a benefit as well. This one combines two other tools in a very slim body. So it's a prying tool on this side, also screwdriver, and of course the bottle opener again. But on the other side you have a little bit of a blade functionality. And this is more of a utility blade, and it works like this. You just release some of the pressure here and then you can push it forward, which is also hard to do with one hand. I will demonstrate. Be back with you in a bit. So there you go, and there you see also the utility blade now exposed. If you look at the length department with utility blade exposed, is about 11.5 centimeters. Without is about 10 centimeters, as you can see here. The utility blade can be pushed out a little bit further even still if you really want to, but I would not recommend. So now you can see also it's back in. You can do that easier with one hand. If you look at the width, it's about 2.5 centimeters, a little bit over perhaps, but it's extremely thin. And that thinness really helps. It's only like 2-3 millimeters thick. And that really helps if you compare it to the other tools. If you want to take it with you in your, for example, in your wallet, this will be a beneficial feature, of course. You have it like that. As you can see, the thickness is like 1/3 of this one. This it has, of course, the brass heads, which makes it a lot thicker, but otherwise it's also quite a slim profile. See. Of course, thickness also offers sturdiness, so it depends on what you want to do. If you look at an extremely slender frame, I also made my own tool of a blade that went amiss. This is even half the width, approximately. Here, so you also see the side. So this is the liner lock, so to say. So it's about 11.5 centimeters, about which the size of this one with the blade exposed. I have here a little bit of scraping and also a box cutting ability. On the other side I also made a little bit of scraping ability. So this could be used as a pry bar and also has a little bit of the cutting ability. And of course, because you can manipulate this one, you can also use it a little bit as a plier, not as a tweezer, of course. So sometimes a very light ID can also be incorporated and you can do it yourself. Hope this video helps and is interesting to you. Have a great day.